What's up, guys? So I was talking about what's not so cool about a cruise ship gig. Um, One thing is there are many rules, and you have all these hierarchies and much more rules than on land. So you have to kind of attain to those. You're like stuck in a hotel with strict rules. That varies a little bit with each company. Some are more strict than others. Royal Caribbean is pretty chill, but I'll probably make another video about the different impressions I got of the different companies. There's also the drills. That's not fun. You have to do drills about once or twice a cruise, or once or twice a week, it depends. Yeah, usually you have to do both the guest drill and the crew drill. If you're lucky, you only do one of the two. And yeah, so that's another thing. They wake you up in the morning. It lasts about an hour or so. Another not too cool thing is something called port manning. I've run into that in only a few companies. That's when you're not allowed to get off the ship on port because they need enough crew members on board. And yeah, I don't have port manning here in Royal Caribbean, or I didn't have it in Celebrity. But I know, for instance, the worst company I've ever worked for, I'll never work for them again. I had port manning once every 3 ports. Also, the food can be kind of a rough thing. I mean, it's hard to eat healthy. It's hard to find fresh food, fresh vegetables on ships, because a lot of it is most of it is frozen. So yeah, the crew mess tends to be kind of bad and a bit repetitive. It depends a bit on the company. Sometimes it's okay. If you have the privilege, most musicians have the privilege of eating in the buffet upstairs in the guest area. The food is better there. Sometimes it can still get repetitive, and it's still not easy to eat fresh stuff. But the good thing is you have quite a variety, and if you are able to balance it with some supplements and eating outside on port every now and then, it's not too bad. Another thing you sometimes have to deal with as a musician is the envy or the ill-treating by part of other crew members. Because being a musician, you don't work many hours, and some of the guys there, they work really hard, really long hour shifts. That can generate some resentment, I guess. They think we are just, privileged, and which we are, but they don't get all the hard work it took to get to be where we are, like all the years of studying and practicing, and I mean, it's a craft that you don't learn from one year to the next. That I think is important to keep in mind is playing 3 or 4 hours every day for like several months. It can burn you out as a musician. So I strongly recommend trying to keep a balance, trying to use your time off to explore the ports. If you have a day off, don't play on that day. Spend some time doing completely different activities unrelated to music, and don't take too short a vacation, because if you do like 6 months then take 2 weeks and go on for another 6 months, I think you start hating music or something.